Hello friends, welcome to the video number 22 for the Python 3 series. And in this video we're gonna be talking about dictionaries. Now there is a lot of material to cover in dictionaries, but let's try to cover everything in just a single video. And a dictionary is basically another way to create a collection, but these collections are created with what is known as a key value pair, right? It's pairs that are made with a key and with a value, and they are separated with a colon. Now, we're gonna see three different ways of creating dictionaries. The first one is using curly braces, and we're gonna be using commas as the separators for the pairs. So here we create, as always, just the name for a variable. Then we use our assignment operator, and here you can see we're gonna put everything inside of these curly braces. And for example, here we have our first pair, and then a comma to separate, and then the second pair, another comma, and then the third pair. This is the key. Then we have the separator for the key value pair, and then we have this is the value. So okay, it's ready to print. If we print this, here is our dictionary. Now another way to create a dictionary is by using the constructor dict with the parentheses, right? In this case, for example, I have this dictionary. I'm gonna name it dict metals, and we just use the dict keyword again, and inside of the parentheses we put our pairs. But you see that the notation is a little bit different, so I just put the. Actually, I think in this case we're putting it backwards. We're gonna see when we print the dictionary, but I think in this case this is the value and this is gonna be the key. So, and let's just print it and see how it looks like. Whoops. Okay, so you can see here now we have the key, the value, the key, the value. Okay, so it's basically the same, just the notation is a little bit different. Now we can create empty dictionaries to populate them later, right? Just see what it looks like. Here is our empty dictionary, and we're gonna see in a little bit how we can add elements to a dictionary. And now the third way we are gonna create a dictionary is from lists, right? For example, here I have two lists. This is the first one with the numbers 1 to 3, 1, 2, and 3. Well, yeah. And then we have the metals, which of course are the gold, the silver, and the bronze. And we're gonna combine these two lists to create the key value pairs. In this case, I'm gonna name it the dictionary prices. And again, we're gonna use the constructor dict, but now we're gonna use another reserved word, which is the zip keyword. And inside of the parentheses or the arguments for this zip are gonna be the two lists that we want to combine, separated with a comma. And well, let's see what this does. So here it is, 1, 2, and 3 for my first list, and gold, silver, and second, gold, silver, and bronze from my third list. Sorry. And okay, well, those are the three different ways we're gonna be seeing to create list dictionaries. Now let's work a little bit with the dictionary with the gas. And well, one thing we can do with this is, for example, we can check the length of the dictionary. So I know this dictionary has 3 elements, 3 pairs. So there it is. Now I can print using the square brackets. We can say, or we can specify the key. It's not like the element or the item. Remember when we talked about lists and tuples, we talked about element 0, element 1. In this case, it doesn't work like that. I am specifying the key that I want to get printed. So in this case, for example, the key number 1 is the hydrogen, so I get the hydrogen. If I put, I don't know, like, let's say number 3, the 3 is not in the dictionary, so we get a key error. Okay, we can go to 7 just to make sure that we are not printing like the 7th element. No, it's the key number 7, right? In this case, it's nitrogen. Um, Now we can update the dictionary again using the square brackets. And for example, I'm gonna say, okay, the element number 2, or the key number 2, sorry, key number 2. Now I want it to be the lithium. So now I have number 2 is lithium. Or I can add and say, okay, number 3. This is the key number 3 is gonna the value is gonna be lithium. And so it sees, or it finds that, okay, the key number 3 doesn't exist, so it adds that key with the value to the end of the dictionary. And well, we can use the same notation to add elements to the empty dictionary. Now something else we can do. Whoop. uh, we can delete, for example, the key number 2. I want to delete it, right? So now it's gone. If I try to delete something that doesn't exist, I'm gonna get a key error. Okay, now whoop, we're gonna do. Hopefully you remember this from the lists. You can check, for example, this key is in this dictionary, and it tells us, okay, that's true. 3 is uh, not in this dictionary. Well, that is true, of course, right? Well, if I go back to the number 2 and I ask 2 is not in the dictionary, it's gonna tell, of course, false. What else we can do? Oh, we can, let's get rid of this. We can say the dictionary gas dot clear. So it's gonna remove all the items from that dictionary, and we get our empty dictionary right there. Um, we can create a copy from our dictionary. New dict is gonna be the dictionary, the copy of the dictionary gas, and so now let's print the new dictionary. And well, there it is. Copy. Okay, now let's talk about the get. I need to get this back. Dot get, and we're gonna provide the key, and we can see here that there is a default none, and we're gonna see what that is. So get the key number 2. So it's helium. Now if I do a key number 3, I get that none, right? I'm not getting an error. It's by default it's gonna return this none if we provide a key that doesn't exist. But we can also change that default to something else, not in dict gas, and now we're gonna get whatever we put in there instead of the default, which is none. Um, okay, something else we can do. We can obtain all the items that are contained in this dictionary, dictionary.items. So this is an object that tells us, okay, these are all the elements inside of that dictionary. Instead of the items, I can just get the keys, 1, 2, and 7, and of course we can get the values, right? Hydrogen, helium, and nitrogen. Um, what else we're gonna do? Oh, okay. Let's get rid of this. Remember that pop function? So we're gonna pop from the dictionary gas, pop, and again we're gonna provide the key, which we want to pop the value. And in this case, let's try with the number 2. Save this and run it. Oh, let's just see what we are popping. um, right, so we are popping the helium, and then we get the rest of the dictionary. You can see that again, the same what happened with lists. For example, when we use the pop, we are destroying, or we are retrieving that element from the dictionary in this case, but we are completely removing from it, right? So now my dictionary stays with only 2 elements instead of the 3 original ones. Um, Now what happened if I try to use pop the key number 3? In this case, I get a key error instead of like that none. Remember from the get. But again, we can use that error if we want to, or we can say again something like not in dictionary gas, right? So now I don't get an error. Nothing is popped. You can see I have my dictionary complete, and well, we get not in dic gas. And now we're gonna use a slightly different one. Let's do instead of pop, whoa, dot pop item. Now the pop item, what it's gonna do is gonna go to the dictionary and it's gonna find the last entry, and that's what it's gonna retrieve and get to us, right? So in this case, oh, and another difference is that it's gonna return the tuple, right? Not just the value, it's the complete tuple. So here we should get the 7 and the nitrogen, which is the last element in my dictionary. And well, here it is. Again, you can see it's a tuple. It's not like a dictionary again. It's retrieving or giving me a tuple. And now I'm just going to show you something you can do with this. I know we have not talked about loops, but you can loop through a dictionary while you destroy it. And of course, first you are retrieving all those pairs. Now, here goes another tip. If you highlight a region in the Python editor, you can come here to format, and you can indent, dedent, comment, uncomment, so on. And you can see here the shortcuts to do that. In this case, I'm gonna uncomment the region. And basically what I'm gonna do again here, pretty simple. I'm gonna use the length of the dictionary to loop through it while I'm going to destroy it using the pop item, and I'm just gonna print the pop and the dictionary. So here you can see the last element is the 7 nitrogen. This is the remaining in my dictionary. You can see it has the curly braces. Then the next tuple would be 2 helium. The remaining in my dictionary is 1 hydrogen, which is later returned as a tuple until I get the empty dictionary. Okay, so again, let's select this, do an Alt 3 to comment. And well, the last thing we're gonna see is how to update our dictionary. And in this case, what I'm gonna do is dot update, right? And well, if you have time, you can read all that. But basically, I'm gonna use just another dictionary, for example, the metals, put it in here, and see what it does before I try to explain. So you can see my original dictionary up to this place, and then all the values for my second dictionary are here. Now this happens because none of the keys are repeated. So all the elements from the second dictionary are just added, and that's how my dictionary for the gases is updated. Now let's try with the prices, because here I'm gonna have some repeated keys, right? The 1 and 2 are repeated keys. So basically the values are gonna be updated, and instead of the hydrogen I'm gonna get gold, instead of helium I'm gonna get silver. Now I don't have a 3, so the 7 is gonna remain as it is, and the number 3 with the bronze is gonna be added to the last part, or as the last element, right? So now 1 is gold, 2 is silver, 3 is still nitrogen, and 3 is bronze, right? So we are updating our dictionary gas with other dictionaries. In this case, in this last case, I use the prices dictionaries. And well, that's it. That's everything I wanted to cover for dictionaries. 16 minutes, but well, we did it. I hope you got up to this place, uh, to this part of the video. And well, as always, I hope that you have found this video useful. Thanks all of you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And well, I hope to see you on the next video.